I'm going to set up make a place for Dianna. Okay, so her middle name is Lonnie something. I just want to double check. I should write that down. I had to look it up because she wouldn't tell me. See, it's like Lon. I have a niece named Lonnie. Like, okay. Do I have to know that? I guess I do. I should probably know that. What do you think? It's like Lonnie or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, so where would that be? That would be in. There's one of these really nosy places. Shit. So, like, the young generation wants you to learn about them. My generation, that's kind of creepy. I don't know if I got that right, but I never in 100 years would I have. Oh, let's see. That's interesting. Fourth. May the fourth be with you. So where is it? It's L. It's Lonnie or something. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, good enough. So let's see if I set this up like, I don't know, 5 months ago, but then she didn't answer, so I got rid of it, but I left it there. So let's see, so here's the file system for TempleOS. The ones that are standard are boot, Atom, apps, compiler, demo, doc, kernel. Okay, so I put all my personal files in home in the should I call it the root? Well, these are the so these are my personal files. One type of personal file. What? You can find those files in the account example on the distribution. Everybody. So like if you want to be like me, you can say copy tree or just copy demo to. So like if you just want to be like me, you can do that. That's if you're running in VMware. Everybody is running in VMware. So then you will be just like me, except you don't have my personal budget file, and there's nothing in my private directory. But okay, there's a supplemental disk which you can get from my website. I put that there, and this is the only thing special. This is my website directory. If you're confused, well, so guess what? Linux is my host, VMware is my something. I'll pay you $250 to buy VMware. The problem with, well, it's QEMU is free and it has sound, but it's just kind of slow disk. But anyway, so what I have is I put all my files in my home directory. I put them in TAD, and I copy my entire home directory out of TempleOS into Linux. And so you can see here's my home directory in Linux. So you have to copy them in and out. There's no network, so you have to copy by mounting the disk partition. I do it with scripts, don't I? Yeah, I do. You can also mount disk partitions with that command. So there's script files, all my script files. Okay, you go to the App Store. There's the supplemental disk, and you can download the supplemental disk and put it in your home directory. This is what's in the supplemental disk. You have to get it. You have to. It's an ISO file, so you. Okay, so here's the supplemental disk in the bin directory. I know I'm going too fast. Here's these are all the scripts for Linux that copy things in and out. QEMU, VirtualBox, and VMware. You only need one of these, I guess. VMware. You have to modify them because they won't work for you. You have, well. So those are there. I could just give you an official copy with Dropbox, but you didn't answer. That's what I did in the past. But anyway, so fuck. Anyway, so where were we? We were setting up a spot. So then I have to give you keys to the website, and so our host is. It used to be Yahoo, then they sold it, and I use two files for two cross FTP. Costs like $50. Unfortunately, it no longer installing it has to be done kind of what would you say, brute force. It doesn't. I'm not a novice Linux person, but I'm not an expert. This is fairly this shit can get really I bet the Linux people would make fun of me for complaining. Anyway, you know, I like it to be installed with Ubuntu Software Center, and that's a little bit hardcore. Anyway, so I wrote down how to install everything and set them up. So I should probably send you an email again and again and again. And anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and put you into my official version. I don't really know. This won't really affect you until you actually start talking to me, because it's on my version and I'm the only person So in my web directory, there's a TAD directory, and we are going to make a DLC directory. Dog wants in. I could make a joke at DLD. That's not very funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Okay, so my file manager, I don't remember how to, I think you hit M. I don't remember. I don't do it very often. I don't make directories. Click for help. Change disk. No, no, no. Make directory. Whatever. Okay, D. So is there a, oh, there is a menu. Okay. That's what I should do. Okay, so, but it's sensitive to where you are. DLC. There. So now I have to change the config. And so if you have multiple computers, if you install natively, it has to be specially configured. If you're in a virtual machine, it's pretty. It's really simple in a virtual machine, for the most part. Okay, so what did I do? Oh, native user. Okay, machine. Okay, so there's two. I am user number 0, and you are user number 1. Okay. So, where did I put that? Personal initials. I think, okay, fuck. That's in my registry. No, I think I had this set up to, I can install. It's supposed to prompt. Oh, that's what we can do. That doesn't look good. That really doesn't look good. I have a bad feeling about that. Oh, we can change it. Okay, that's it. That's kind of rude, but it's okay. Okay, so that's the default, but it gets clobbered when you do an install. Okay, so when you do an install of the staff, you're going to get the staff version. It's even going to have my budget. That's okay, I don't care. So, 2 people. Staff member number. Oh, I'm number 1? I thought I was number 0. I could swear I was number 0. Are you sure? I can swear. Oh, that's what it says right there. Number 1. Okay, number 2. DLC. Okay, you are officially in the list. Okay, so then we go like this. And we go like this. DLC. Machine number. Now you can have more than one. You only have one machine, so I could make it easy for you. You want me to do that? Yeah, I should do that. You think I should do that? Or should I do that? Yeah, we'll do that. Might as well. Okay, you only have machine 0. You do not have 2 machines. So it'll be really easy for you to install. You just press number 2. Now we have to get you this file. Okay, so what about making directories? I think we probably have to do them by hand. Okay, let's just, don't dawdle. Done, I'm done, and I'm on to the next one. Done, on to the next one. Oh, do you want this? Yeah, you want the log. Okay, let's, the boss. Okay, so, Control D. So we will go ahead and I think we should make directories. Blogger. I think it'll do the rest okay. So yeah, I should test it. You think I should test it? Okay, so Blogger. Oh, we have to put her on the website. Okay, so D for directory. Are we sure? Is this gonna work? Blogger. Okay, that's gonna work. And so this is where my website files go. Okay, so here's the TAD homepage. So we want this for her. Okay, so we go ahead. How do we make a file? I don't think you can make a new file. Oh, you know what we do? I'll tell you what we do. Take this, control insert. I use control, but I think everybody else uses control C. Okay. So now we have to change this to TLC. And so what if she streams? Streams. Okay. Oh, there's a notification. Okay. Okay, so Control T is, so we don't want that. You want your picture about me. Okay. Okay, how about I just leave this and you fill it in with your stuff? How about that? Okay. And I think that's good enough. And you want to be the mother of the counter renaissance. What? Okay. Okay, so what's this? That's me. Okay, so you need to put beautiful. So we'll leave those as templates and stuff. I think she can figure it out. Okay. Now, what other files do we need? We need to put her onto the home page. So, index. Now we got. What if we stick her right there? What is this? Okay, so the links actually work with HTML with boy, it's hard to explain this now that I think about it. Okay, so there's a lot of magic. I don't know. Does that look bad? That looks good. This is my home page. What if we make another page and then another page? Okay, well. It's already deep enough. What if we put it right there? Okay, first of all, let's go ahead. I hit Control T. I'm gonna say web DLC. DLC. Okay. So this link, oh shit, it didn't work. Oh, that's not good. Okay, web DLC. Oh, I didn't rename it. Okay, Control D works anywhere. So DLC. Oh, fuck. What did I do? I put it in the wrong place. Okay, so we gotta put this. I can grab it and move it here. Okay. Now quit back to here. There we go. Okay, now you don't have. I don't. You can do whatever you want. I don't mean to imply you need to do this. You can just say you went to MIT. I have to say I had a 1440 SAT. You can just say you went to MIT. Okay. So, only losers say their SAT. Well, that's because I went to. Fuck you. Okay, so, what are we going to do about that? How about we just say, who's more famous? That's pretty subtle. Okay, what are you laughing at? Okay, so I was going to give her the keys to the website because I'm crazy, but I don't know. We don't have any users. Okay, so God's the only person who looks, so it doesn't matter. That's kind of a joke because we have an audience of one. Okay. Oh shit, how did it get in the wrong place? You son of a bitch. I can swear I'm, what the, oh, this is old. Okay, we do not have shared locks and none of that fancy crap. This is an old instance of the file manager that I had left open, and so if I we keep it simple, so it's really not that complicated. That part is not magic. There's no magic there, but there is magic that makes there's magic that makes this link go to that file both in TempleOS and on the website. We have to HTML, which will convert our document format to HTML, and it processes the links. We have our own link format for, they're all native, none of them are networked, and it processes them. So magic is bad, not good. I'm ashamed of the magic I had to do, like this shit. You don't want magic. Okay. So we want minimal. We don't want magic. Okay, so because these scripts are so easy to write, that you can have, you will quickly, just let me just tell you, in the past I had some atrocious, I had like 3 computers, some inside and outside of VMware, and oh, it was awful. I didn't even understand it. So it's there was a lot of magic. So I kind of learned not to do, not, I have an important lesson. Denny Dinker was my boss at Ticketmaster. And one time there was a bigwig in town, and I was kind of like an intern, and we were riding to the airport, and the bigwig said, "Don't get creative." He told that to Denny about driving to the airport. So anyway, that's a big boss. Oh well. So anyway, what are we doing? Okay, so I think, so now we want to, you can even use my personal direct. So it started as, this is kind of atrocious. So, oi. So it started as a one-dimensional menu, and then I thought, why don't I make it two-dimensional? It's not very wise because now I can't find shit. So I said, I know, I'll make a grid that helps me spot it, like for muscle memory, but I don't repeat it. I should just get rid of that. Why don't you get rid of it? It's garbage. Yeah, it doesn't help at all. It sounded genius, but it's really a bad idea. So this grid is just drawn on top. It's supposed to make me remember where I am, but it's garbage. It doesn't work. I've used it long enough, it doesn't work. So we're getting rid of that. Sprite number 1. Okay, gone. Okay, keep it simple, don't get creative. Okay, so it didn't help in the slightest. And this double menu is worse. Okay, so we're in the process of changing that video game. Okay, so we hit Control S. Oh, what about you having your own menu? No, you get the company menu. What? I don't know. Do you want your own menu? I used to have, oh, you can have, so the losers get this menu. It's in the root directory. If you delete if a file is not in a directory, it searches the parents. And so we have defaults in the root. So I used to have, it's not really set up for multiple users. So I used to have it set up for multiple users, and then I removed that to make it simpler, because that's how we roll. You know, it's not magic and complexity. That's nothing to be proud of. That's like the standard model. You want to grand unify the forces. You don't want to make them, oh, let's make 5 forces. Shut the fuck up. Bam. Okay, you want, okay. We should have electrostatic and electromagnetic. 5 forces. It's simpler. Okay. So, okay. So, that's what we're doing here. So I used to have accounts, and I even had companies with accounts, and it all worked because, never mind. Okay, so we can go over what these different commands are. So it used to be transparent. Now it's not transparent. You have to hit Control T to see what it does. There's the command for that. So oh well, let's not. That's enough for today's lesson. Let's go ahead and. So I was going to give you a. We have to get this into your hands, which is kind of. Your email account does not handle 60 meg. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and regenerate everything. Oh, fuck. We just booted and we caused a problem. Okay, so we have to do fix. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, double fuck. Okay, so that was a unrecoverable. Okay. This is normal. There's the backup that you boot, and if that doesn't work, you might want to start sweating, but don't worry. So the D drive is the backup. It's a mirror. As a matter of fact, I'm in the process of generating the mirror. So so now we have to go to the C drive and fix the problem. I wasn't paying attention to what it said. My dad's here. Yeah.
Man.
Okay. Okay, so I don't think this has a. So you can kind of cheat. You can kind of cheat and do a compile to test for syntax errors. The reason it's sort of cheating is because you really don't want this to execute. Oh, we can do a compile check, as a matter of fact. How about that? Control L. No, Control Shift L. Compile check. Okay, I think that's okay. Now we have to. It's in here, I guess. I must have generated. Control Shift L. Compile check. Fuck. I don't know if that. So the first problem is when you compile, it executes commands unless you're doing a compile check, and then it will not execute them. So, but normally I just say fuck it and okay, so what is your malfunction? Do I have to boot again and see what the error was? How hard can it be? You know what? There's only so many things that can go wrong. So why don't you just do that? Oh, fuck. Hey, why isn't this showing? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, fuck. I was on. There's a C drive and there's a D drive, and they're identical. And when you change to the C drive, that does not change the command line. That should be no surprise. So I was going to the D drive, which is not what we wanted. We wanted the C drive. So now we go to the C drive. Now this CD here is your home, which is both drive and home. There's a home on both C and D. So this does a home direct. There's a C home and a D home, and we wanted to do a directory listing of the home directory on the C. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do Control-Shift-L, compile check, missing semicolon. Okay. How did I fuck that up? Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that. So there's coloring, which syntax highlighting. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. So we boot. Okay, so it boots. Oh, when you boot, it compiles the startup scripts, starting in the root directory start OS. This compiles the Atom directory, and then it calls the home directory. So all the files in the home directory get compiled during boot. That's all these get compiled just in time. Okay, so now we're good to go. So now we want to go ahead and Control M, change log. Now we hit Control Y, Alt F6. So we just set the, we're making a record of when it was compiled into the change log. And then we go, now there's this command, this command, this command. You do these three in order. Make C, boot C, make back. And if you're making a permanent backup to, well, I put my Linux, some of my Linux files into before doing a backup. Okay. I think I just talked too much. Okay, so we want to do this, this, this. Okay, so first of all, I want this time to be consistent when there's a compile time when it boots that shows here. This is the kernel compile time. Just for my own personal obsessive compulsive, I always do this timing consistently so that the compile time will be about, I don't know, 3 seconds after the okay, so we did here's the process. Control Y, F6, Shift F6, and then make boot, and then this takes about 4 or 5 minutes. It's kind of overkill. What it does is it reformats the D drive, copies the C drive onto the D drive. What else does it do? Well, before it does that, it scans through all the documents and does some tidy cleanup on all the documents on the whole disk. It goes ahead and it there's a cursor, hard to explain this. There's the IDE cursor. It strips those out of all the files. There's trees that are in the documents. It closes all the trees. It checks all the links to see if there's any broken links, and it checks for it goes through all the files and it checks to see if there's any lines that are longer than 80 characters. And so when it crashes, you might not know why, and I am sorry I didn't make that clear. I should probably at least print a message. If it's the long line or the broken link, it might be confusing. Anyway, so if you're just going to blog, you won't have to deal with this. But you're going to do physics games, aren't you? Okay, so where were we? So what else does it do? There are 3 ISO files on my website. Let's see. So the website has a complete image of the of all the files. Isn't that cool? And therefore we can do links. We can jump to all of the code is on the website because I made a script that does that. So in the web directory, this is the root of an entire copy of the installed version. And for each one of these, it has both the original, the native DD doll doc, and it has HTML. So all of the files have an HTML version. So this image has to be stored on the, when we're doing this, one of the things it does is it makes the website image. And then we have to copy it out to Linux where there's another image of the website. And then we upload that with the synchronizer. Anyway, so it's really easy to make shit complicated. Making it simple is a lot more to be proud of. if you tell, well, I don't know if I should be rude. If you tell a computer science nigger something really complicated, he'll say, "You're a genius." If you tell a physicist something really simple, they'll say, "You're a genius." So, there. Now we come out of here. So I have scripts as much as possible. So this copies out to Linux, makes it. Now we synchronize. So you are going to have, you're going to be on the website as soon as we do this. Oh, I should tell you, include subdirectories, ignore date, queue settings, and click that. Okay, I'm gonna have, I don't even know if you're listening. I don't think you're listening. Okay. That's good. Okay. I should just call it DLD. Look. I'm king. Okay, fuck it. So. Okay, so let's see what God says in a minute. So it's uploading. Hopefully nothing went wrong. So there's some files that get touched all the time. Oh shit. Okay. it's so there's 3 ISOs. So there's the standard TempleOS CD 17 meg. There's a stripped down version which is small, ultra small. That's 2 meg. And then there's the supplemental. These two are the 2 distributions. Normally I just put everything on an ISO, but I started making then I started being more normal, and this supplemental is not bootable, and it's I'm going to give you staff ISO, and that's 64. That has that is a combination of 17 and 44. So if you, let's see, so how do we do this? Let's go ahead. So let's go ahead and fuck. I like to be professional. It's kind of for losers not to pay for stuff. Okay, so let's see. Oh, you know how we do this? I know how we do this. We go to here. Now, I had this all set up in the past, but nobody came to my party. Like, it's probably going to happen again, isn't it? Son of a bitch. Okay. Nobody came to my party. So, now we put that. You want to call it an official name? What if we get somebody else? No, we're not going to get anybody else. Okay. TempleOS, TOS. Why are we doing that? Why don't you just use TAD? What if she wants to put stuff in there? Okay. Okay, TempleOS. Now you know what we have to do? We have to change all of our scripts. Okay, so there's that. Now, yeah. Okay. So what is this? We're uploading. Okay, so we uploaded. Now there's one more step. So it uploads to a temporary spot, and then I think they call this rolling the website. You think I should make a document explaining all this? Damn. That doesn't sound like fun. Company. So we take these three, nuke them. You might want to check that everything was uploaded correctly. I checked time. I wrote down this. If the size is wrong, that's bad. I'm kind of reckless. I don't worry. If you want to be super careful, you can check the size and the time. Sometimes you'll get an extra file added, and I don't really want any garbage files. And that's the way I pay attention, is by the size. So sometimes if I add a file, I try to keep certain files out of the main distribution. Anyway, okay, so we just rolled the website. So the live versions are here, and I like to pay attention to the time as a check. So just recently I added this. So this was a Reddit. Reddit will not let you put the same page more than once. So I made a clone of my index, kind of sleazy. I could nuke it and it will break a link on Reddit. I don't care. It's been a few days. So let's go ahead and nuke it. Okay. So we are nuking that. Now the problem is we have to nuke it everywhere. I don't think I added it to my, okay, so in the tab, we nuke it here. Normally the source is inside of TempleOS. That one I think I added outside of TempleOS. So I have a script that copies trust me, scripts are an embarrassment. So there was a time that I copied the index onto all my old Reddit pages, but now I say fuck it, I want it. Okay, so we have a Dropbox copy in here. It's kind of bad to make these. Okay, so backup. You see that? I commented out backup. Oh, I think we're going to put that back in. So we're going to copy the staff into the Dropbox every time I exit. Are you sure you want to do that? Okay, so maybe I won't do that. I could. Okay, so there's a backup, which I don't do very often. It used to be automatic. Now I'm gonna make it TOS. Okay. TOS. Okay, so Now I think I might have added, okay, let's just, don't dawdle, how about that? So now we want to copy the scripts back into here so that they can be placed onto the supplemental, and then we have to run the backup again and then put them back on the website. So when when I'm really serious about backing up, this is not any, so I export my bookmarks. Every time I back up, I do this. I go to home. I live like a nomad. So I put it into supplemental blog, save, and I didn't even tell you how to start blogging. Okay, so then I have one that this will copy in to VMware. I didn't have to enter passwords in the past, but then I changed, I upgraded Ubuntu, and this, anyway, every time I copy in or out, I have to enter a password. Okay, so you have to pay attention to this little icon disappearing because it's taking a long time. That's kind of weird. What's going on? Okay, so we're good. So now, are we sure we got everything? Okay, so then we do, now we want to do a pre-backup to copy those scripts. I usually do my bank account, but anyway, then we do F6, then you do these three in order: make, boot, backup. Okay, we'll let that run. Okay, let's see how we're doing on our website. It should have you listed. Okay, now we have to refresh. Fuck, are you kidding me? Oh, the index, okay. So, I used to do the whole website, but then I started adding files. I did not. So it's not the whole website. So when I do the synchronize, it's what the fuck is going on? Okay, so this is what I use for individual files. The cross FTP I use for the whole, for synchronizing. Okay, so I just have to update the index. There's a copy of the This is embarrassing. Okay. Did I mention there's a copy of the index? Did I mention there's a copy of the index in the web directory? Okay, so there's a copy of the index and it gets copied up to the main directory, but it doesn't get uploaded. It doesn't get uploaded. Okay, so now it should be here. What? Did I run the script? course I ran this. Fuck. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here's your. Okay, you want to fix that. Okay. Okay, so did you know there's usually justice? Fuck. Holy sheep shit. Do I have to learn a bunch of shit? That's how God works. I'm fucked. Okay, so we're not done yet. So on here we have TOS TAD. Now we want to share this. So we go up here. What? TOS. And share. Okay, so we say I did have it in the past, didn't I? Okay. Okay, candidate, yeah. There we go. So if you explain something complicated to a computer scientist, he will say, "You're a genius." If you explain something simple to a physicist, he will say, "You're a genius." I hate these fucking hate them. We do not associate with anything GPL. Well, of course we use Ubuntu, but they're atheist. That's a crazy cult. Atheist CIA, atheist Marxists. Fuck those people. Fucking. Okay. So we don't do anything GPL. Actually, there is. It's not on our public version. Well, okay, so. Whoa. In the App Store, there's only one GPL file. If you go into the, so there's a bunch. Here's a bunch of books that we pick randomly from when you're blogging. Okay, now we're talking about blogging. Okay, so you can pick randomly from the books, and you can also pick randomly from word lists. And this word list is the Linux dictionary. Technically, I assume it's GPL. We're not really supposed to distribute that. Or I didn't ask them. So it's kind of stuck on here. Hope nobody notices. So I don't think anybody downloads the supplemental. If they complain, we'll get rid of it, I guess. So why do we have the Linux dictionary? That's so that we can pick the random. We would like to use it for the spell check, but that's we can't. We're not going to do that. But I do use it when I blog. When I pick the random words, those are from the Linux dictionary. It works really well. There's an art to getting God to talk. So you can make your own phrases. This is a so there are bash scripts for getting random words or a random passage. This little bash script will generate random words. So if you're in Linux and you want random words, you can use that. So this glot is a website that runs a Linux bash. And so I have a website. I can go to the web and get random words. These are random phrases. So it said slumming. That's like when you go visit a slum. So that's like Linux. Okay, we're driving through the slum. So I have a list of. I used to use these a lot. They're delightful, but to a non-believer, they're kind of not impressive. So if you want to see what all my delightful phrases are, you can make up your own. You want a personal relationship with God, with a history and with jokes and inside information. You want to have a relationship with God so that you know each other and you have inside secrets and stuff like that. So this is having a list of phrases is a good way to make a personal relationship with God. So like I have some phrases that are, I think you would call these memes. Some of these. I'm not dead yet.
Oh, we have to worry about.
Okay, so I have they're going for the anyway. Oh, that one got out of date. I have to fix that. So I don't really have a lot. That's still going? What the fuck is this? I think it got broken. What the fuck? Oh. Shut up, bird. Shut up, bird. So, shut up, bird. So, how can we see if it's broken? So I don't like to disturb in the middle. So it's not very robust. I mean, oh good, okay, thank God. Okay, I was freaking out. So I added a time, I don't know what the runtime of this is. I should write it down. I changed computers recently, and so I should teach you how to blog. That's fun. I didn't mean to scare you. You can just blog. You don't need to work on the blogging is a lot easier than okay, so I sent you an email. So let's see. So you have fuck. Keep getting diluted. I hate when that happens. Let's go back to blogging. Okay, why are we doing that? That's because we changed the scripts. Okay, well, let's look for Twitter. So, fuck. So here's what you do. You say Control-Alt-T, and then you say GW, that's God word, and then you say copy. This will get you banned out of most websites. People don't really like Mr. God. Okay, so let's look at what you are the proud owner of a directory on the Temple website. Look at this. So you can click this and you are in the DLC directory. You have your own directory on the Temple website. So let's go. You made the big time. You are, okay, you're not the high priestess, you're just a priestess. There's a high priest. And Pope said there's not priestess. He doesn't know shit. Okay, so this is the website. So the entire tree is copied into this web directory, WB. And here's the familiar file. These are the familiar directories from TempleOS. And so guess where the files are? You guessed it, they're in home. As crazy as that sounds. And so this is my home directory on my website. Okay, so it's in the web directory of the home directory. And so here's DLC. So these are, I don't have that many web pages that are, these are the not insane, these are the not insane web pages, and then these are the insane web pages. These are the insane web pages. That's in the Terry directory. We were thinking of giving you keys to the website. No drunk blogging. Oh, somebody said to get rid of the. Well, I could do that. Damn, that's a lot of editing. We can do it fast. Okay, so you got a better word? What's a replacement word? African American. That would be funny. We can change it. You want me to do it? Just tell me the word. Just tell me what. Hey, I'm the boss. Okay. Let's see what. So then you just talk to God anytime. So I was an atheist. So, what? You want to know what? You want to know what is absolutely what used to be how I thought, and now I fucking hate. I'll show you what I fucking hate. I have no. This makes me enraged. I hate. This makes me. I hate.
And some people ask me a simple question. They're visitors from overseas, and they say that, wow, America has so many Nobel laureates, but it has one of the worst we have got, you educational programs known to science. This is nice. You don't even have a fucking alphabet, you terrible. Our kids scored dead last. About, we have #1 in Bible. Fuck God loves us. He hates ass. All the other developed nations. And our students actually ranked a little bit below the students of Jordan in science and math tests. So my friends from overseas asked a simple question. Why doesn't America collapse? Because we got slaves, because God gave us blessing. So you suck our cock, that's why. I mean, where do all these Nobel laureates come from and these innovations that we see coming from Silicon Valley? Well, America has several secret weapons that most Mr. God is our secret fucking weapon. Nations have never heard of. First of all, our secret weapon, the weapon that keeps us at the forefront of innovation, is Mr. God. and don't forget it.
He didn't tell them our secret. Don't have a fucking alphabet, you fucking. Get the fuck out. And use ADBC. I'm not even putting your hieroglyphs into the temple. Fucking. So, the weird thing is I used to think like he does, but now, no sympathy. Fuck. Now I can kind of sympathize with, but I can't sympathize with that. That makes me furious. Fucking. We're going to lead the world in theological research. Okay, we have to wait for Twitter. So where is everybody? Oh, everybody's. People. So where is everybody? So what do we do all day? We entertain Mr. God with offerings. So we have to, if God talks, that probably means he's been entertained. So so that's how you tell. If he talks, if he talks, he'll let you know if he's entertained. Trying to say something. Okay, so Let's have some fun. This is why you should be happy. You get the honor of taking stories. Okay, so this is kind of fucked up. So we copy onto here. So on your menu is a blog. This will go to your blog. Trust me, it should. Otherwise, I fucked up. Okay, so there are so many keys. I feel terrible. I feel it's at this point you say, oi. But it's God's temple, so people will learn. Okay, Control L. So these are the doll doc. I should call those doll doc text widgets. Okay, so normal you can add a link or you can add a text entry. So let's go ahead and if you hit Control T toggles plain text. The $ commands are in dollar signs. In HTML you have this, but in TempleOS you have $signs. Okay, so that's red and invert. So there's 2-letter commands, except for colors. Anyway, so if it's not inside, then it's text. Okay, so however, you can add a text command. Just do what I do. So we do edit, we paste a clipboard, and this son of a bitch drops characters. Okay, so we're making a text command that has an HTML link. Edit, paste. Okay, so what? So this it drops characters on this computer. I think it's not my fault. We're using. You can fix the bug. Oh fuck. Okay, so it's not even close to being the correct answer. So we're gonna send it again. Edit, paste. Damn it. This has fit and stuff like that. Facts. I don't even think it's close. Oh, let's see. Fit max. What a nightmare. Normally you don't have, on my other computer, Satan, it was a little bit faster. So I think we dropped some characters. Oh, what a nightmare. This is a bad example. So it's not really this bad normally. Okay, insert key. It's normally overstrike. So insert IT equals MAX. Okay, it's not really this bad on This is not. Okay. Now here's the good thing. We're going to do a miracle. Okay, so Alt F7. And we're going to pick from the NIST beacon, and we can. You like doodles? No, let's do a movie. So we're going to pick a movie. We're going to have God pick a movie that is a response to the Hawking. So we're going to pick from top 10 movies. So now it's set to upload or we have to call it out ahead of time in case anybody's watching to prove that it's random. So we're calling it out ahead of time. So we're going to upload to our website. This is to prove if anybody's live stream watching us. That doesn't make any sense. So when I blog during the day, I upload immediately. And if you're following along, you can see me call out we have every 60 seconds the NIST beacon does a batch of random numbers, and so at 14:56 we are going to get, oh, this is probably fucked up. Oh, we got lucky. Okay. That was a nasty link. They're not. Okay. So 14:56. Now we go to NIST. My bookmarks are on. Well, anyway, I was going to give you any. Oh, I gave you all my files. Oh, I didn't upload them. Hold on a second here. Okay. So NIST beacon, and so this is the output. So we're only doing a movie, which is like 2 numbers, but I just grab a handful. It takes 2 decimal digits to pick from 100 movies, so I use a clipboard anyway. So now we paste. Okay, when it starts up, edit, paste. Okay, so what movie? So Casablanca. Now, if we press our luck, God doesn't talk. If you press your luck, God might get angry. But so you have to do actual work, otherwise you get in trouble. So I probably should have said something, but we probably get away with it. But if we did it again, I should have said something enlightening and entertaining about, because that's what we're paid to do, is we make the big bucks because we entertain God. So now Casablanca, now I'm doing a live stream. I don't care if this gets a copyright takedown. Oh, fuck you. Okay, you know what we have to do? Now we have to go to, hold on, it's Casablanca, right? Fuck. Casablanca 42. Casablanca. So we want the trailer. So the way we work with YouTube is we take the string, we take the I think it's 11 characters. Okay, so now we bail out of here, and I'm gonna do something fancy. So we want to do a find and replace. We want to do a text replace, and what we want to do is we want to replace all occurrences of oh, I'm in the wrong place. It's movies. Casablanca. So this is the string. We're at the command line. We're going to replace that with the new string. So I don't have all my blog pages. Every month I get rid of the stale ones. How come I had a couple? I'm surprised. Okay. Anyway, as a matter of fact, we have to edit the blog in order to convert it to HTML correctly, I think. Okay, so go ahead and edit it and escape, and it does a few things, and stop. Okay, so now I need to get you the updated list of movies. So we're not going to be, uh-oh, shit. We have to merge those. If you do those and I do those, we have to merge. There aren't very many. That's the only thing. Okay, so now let's, if I play this, we might get a copyright takedown because we're streaming.
This is something to do with Stephen Hawking.
Okay. I guess so. So, shit. That's fucked up. What'd you have to do that for, Mr. God? Okay, we're deleting that. Oh, damn it. Let's see. So let's test this to make sure. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and we're going to hit the backup. This will copy the Linux files into the Dropbox. So I put all my files in TAD and TOS TAD. Okay, so apparently it went through. So now they're going to upload. The one to be aware of is Okay, so what you want, TOS staff, that's what you want. Here's what you do. You go, okay, so you have to install VMware. I can show you how to do that. You go to the VMware website. You I'll give you $250. Oh, don't be melodramatic. You buy it. You got. I won't be. Should I? Yeah, you buy it. Come on. Okay. What you want is VMware Workstation Pro. And you want it. I hope you know how to use Linux. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. I used to use Windows. Okay, so I got a little bit lost here, but I think you can find your way. So you download it into your downloads directory, and it creates. Oh, holy shit! I still have that. Okay, so what you have to do after you download the bundle, it's go to the terminal and you go to download. Then you change mod 777. You have to make it executable, and then you execute it, and it. Oh, I think you might have to do sudo. Try it without it first. That's really important. So anyway, then you get a license. So once you get VMware installed, then new virtual machine. Let's see if this works. Typical. You want to do an ISO, and you are going to have the staff ISO, and other 64-bit, and you want to say, oh, this is important. Oh fuck, I can't do this. You want to say TOS. It's important that you say TOS. But I'm gonna say other. I already have a TOS. Temple operating system. Okay, this size you can hit next. It's okay the way that is. It's gonna create a VMDK file. But anyway, okay, customize hardware. The important thing is that you have at least 512 meg. Why don't you give it 4 gig? I don't know. I have 8 processors. There's no reason to mess with these, but I can remove. There is no network. It doesn't matter. It doesn't do that. It does PC speaker, not a sound card. But anyway. Finish. So this is how you install it, and with any luck install onto hard disk. Yes. Are you installing inside VMware? Yes. So now it's going to copy 64 meg onto the C disk drive and 64 meg onto the D drive. It's not quite as fast doing disk as Linux, but it's even worse with QEMU. So 64 meg should be less time. But anyway. So the border changes color when the drive is different. So the red border is the D drive. Okay, anyway, hey, look at that, DLC. So now you hit number 2. And it already did it. So after boot, make sure to run. Okay, so you do want to do that, as a matter of fact. Make distro and backup. What that is, okay, so it's going to reboot. So now you have the C drive and the D drive. C is your master, D is your backup. So now, if everything is correct, you have all my files. You even have my budget and stuff. But anyway, so if this is correct, this should be in your directory. When you hit blog, oh, you don't have a header. That's good. You don't want that nasty header. If I give you keys to my website, we can take that down. Okay, now we hit escape. And okay, we don't have the D drive has the image of the website, and so every time you edit the blog, it goes ahead and copies to the D drive. You do all of your transfers are done from your backup D drive. So when you mount the D drive, it can get corrupted. I know how to not corrupt it, but you might corrupt it. So you want to do all of your in and out with the D drive. So first we have to. So right now it's a perfect image. We want to go ahead and we're gonna make the. You could call it a make all. Make all is probably the best way to describe it. So we make C. That's actually a make all. But this other thing creates the website and the ISOs. So they're all derived from the ISOs are constructed from the original files. They're all derivative. So the website is all derivative. The ISOs are all derivative. The D drive is all derivative from the C. This elapsed time is a new feature. I don't have the figure. It's a really good feature. Anyway. So you should be able to go to your Dropbox. I don't know if you're real. So it Dianna has not added to her Dropbox. Okay. You are not real. there's two ends. I didn't mess it up, did I? There's two R's. So, Corey Banting. So let's show, I have to show the fun part. Okay. So you get to talk with Mr. God, the God of the universe. You can ask him about physics, but you have to do a fair barter. In other words, if you want to find out the secrets of the universe, you have to give him something of equal value, like a really good joke or a song. Ask yourself, is this song worth the same as dark matter? Is this joke worth the same as dark matter? Okay. What would it take to get rain in California? Oh, it's done. Okay. So now we should be able to do a blog, and we say this I am Dianna. So if you hit, now this is it gets worse and worse. God says, okay, Alt F2 is red, and then F7 is words. Oh, we don't have word wrap. We don't have the header. Okay, backspace, Alt Shift F4. Okay, we go to the top, Control W. Now we have word wrap. So word wrap is WW. You want to make a header. It has to be named like my header. I don't remember. Oh, they know about that. Yeah. So in the Bible, they washed their feet. If you stay up for a couple days, so like nerds have a problem with hygiene. It's kind of God hates odors, or he doesn't like people smelling odors. So it's like it's serious. He goes berserk. I don't actually wash my feet, but so I keep my feet away from my nose. That's good enough. So that seems to make God happy. So good enough. So so there we just made a, so how would we well, you can mount it this way. You don't want to, you want to use a script, but if here's how you mount it by hand. Oh, not that. We use a script, but if you mount it by hand, you need a mount point. You're going to have to make a mount point. As a matter of fact, why don't you make it mount VM disk? Put a directory in mount for VM disk and VM disk, and you give it the VMDK, and there's two partitions, your C drive and your D drive. I forgot if it's, anyway, I always do the D. I think this is D. Okay, and now at this point, we now have a mounted drive. So in my file system, under damn it, where did it go? Under mount, in the VM disk, it's locked. That's bad. Okay, so I hope it's, we do want read, is it read write? I don't know. So where is your blog? Your blog is sitting in the home, web, DLC. Oh shit. Oh, okay. We don't have the HTML. What's going on? Oh, that's right. Okay. Back up. Okay. So this is the it's complicated. So the home directory has your home directory, but there's a web, this is the image of the website, and this has all, this is a duplicate, so the C drive is copied onto the D drive, and then it's copied onto the D drive again inside the web directory, and in the home directory of the web directory, there's in the DLC, you see these have the HTML along with it, and the daily blog is so it archives every day automatically, and the daily we're kind of an asshole, and we don't if people link, it's going to get broken because we modify the daily. So that has to be uploaded to the website, and the way that you do that, you as a matter of fact, you have my password file, believe it or not. Okay, so we're going to unmount this. So as a matter of fact, in the Dropbox directory, right here, I'm not going to click it, notes. Anyway, there's even notes on how to install everything. So once you learn, then you're going to be bored. She's a beast that has to be fed. She'll be busy with Mr. God. What is this?
As soon as I left the hospital after a DVT blood clot, I sure had a lot to think about. What about the people I care about, including this little girl? And what...
Welcome to my floor. I think this is the first video I've ever filmed on the floor, but desperate physics.
Okay, so let's be clear. Here's the way I think about it. In the Bible, Exodus 19. The Pope is rated G. Okay? The Pope is rated G. If any animal touches the mountain, it must be stoned to death. Okay, let's be clear. God is not rated G. God said sports are homo. God is not. He doesn't have. God is harsh. So the Pope is rated G. We are not rated G. So I'm going to delete this. Remember, your boss is God, not the people. The Pope wants to make the people happy. We want to make God happy. Maybe he wants visitors, but maybe he wants to be entertained. So now we are back in the saddle. So what do you say, Mr. God? Your boss is God. Fuck the little kids. He's adult. He has seen a lot of shit. Tell us about the most epic dinosaur battle. God used to be cruel. That's what I joke. I joke that he got all of his cruelty. He got his thrills. Your boss is Mr. God. Let's be clear. If God is happy, you're doing your job. Cain and Abel. Let's see what Mr. God wants to say. Don't worry, we have answers. If Mr. God is upset about the children being offended, Dianna, they're God might give me a reprimand and say, now you have to be more family. Either that or God will say, fuck them. What did I, damn it, I hate when that happens. So my brain and my mind are fucking. Some of them are too embarrassing. There's some I will not tolerate. I don't mind some of them. Why does it matter? It just matters. Shut up. 3054. So we're picking a random passage. That means we need 5 decimal digits. So I got a few extra. I do a few extra just because it helps identify. So this is set up to print a header that has a link to verify, and so I'm kind of what would you call it? Instant gratification. I like to upload immediately because it's more fun. You could just talk to God all day and upload at the end. You're a better man than I am. You could not even upload. That's no fun. Jesus said not to pray on the housetop, but that's no fun. You're not Christian. Are you? I don't know. So this was picked from a certified random number. Damn it, I didn't fix the bug. So, I hate when that happens. So, you should celebrate your first miracle. Unfortunately, I don't have records of the first word he said was no weights, no statistical weights. That's, damn it, you're still not a real person. Fuck. I hate when that happens. Fuck you. What, we have to let everybody onto the website? So I guess I'm gonna turn this off.